Hi guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be making this absolute beginner friendly tutorial of a bow. If you're a beginner, then this could be one of your first projects and it's going to be really simple. I'm going to explain slowly, don't worry. And if you're a beginner, it will be looking really nice as one of your first projects, as this was also one of my first projects. So without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. So for the materials, you will need any color yarn. So I'm going to be using white yarn. And you need crochet hook. I'm using a 4mm hook. You'll need scissors. These are the only three things you'll need. So I'm pretty sure as a beginner, you will have all of these three materials. So if you have all of this, we can get started. Okay, so to start off, you've got to make a slip knot. So to start a slip knot, you've got to take your tail and put it around across your finger like that. Then you've got to take your ring finger and pinky, and you're just going to secure the tail part right there. So now what you're going to do is you're going to wrap it around to this side. You're going to wrap your working yarn around the side to the back of the yarn. And then you're going to just make an X to the front. So it's gonna look like that. So if you've got this, you just have to take this part, just pull it off your fingers. You'd use your thumb to secure that one area. Then take the working yarn, put it to the back of your that loop there. And then just pull that yarn through the loop and you'll get your very first slip knot. So congratulations if this is your first project. Now what we need is our crochet hook. So to insert, just put it through the loop like this. You've got to make your hook smaller, the slip knot smaller. So to do that, just pull the working yarn to make it smaller. So make it so small. There should be only a very small gap right there. So if you've got that, now you need to learn how to hold your yarn and hook. So how I hold the hook is really simple. I just hold it like how I'm holding a pen. So just hold it like that. There's nothing so complicated about that. And then now you've got to learn how to hold your yarn. So to hold your yarn, I hold it like this. So I put it across my hand. Then I wrap it with my ring finger and pinky like what we did to make the slip knot. And then I go in between my index finger and middle finger. And then I kind of just wrap it around my index finger like that. And then with my middle finger and thumb, I hold the tail part like so. That little knot just underneath that knot of the slip knot, just underneath that, I hold it like that to secure the tail. So once you've done this, you can start making your bow. This project, it doesn't really have numbering. You can change the size depending on how much ever you want it to be. So I'm making it this size right now. If you want, you can make it bigger or smaller depending on what you want. So what you want to do now is you've got to chain 5. So if you want to make this size, you can chain 5. If you want to make it bigger than this, then you gotta chain it like 7, 8, 9, depending on how much ever big you want it to be. But if you want to make it smaller, you can chain lesser than 5. But I'm going to be chaining 5 since this is already pretty big and it'll be enough for our average projects. So if you're a beginner and you're just starting off and finding something to do, you can follow my instructions, but otherwise you can make it big or small depending on what you're going to put it on, like what accessory you're going to put it on. So either way, I'm going to start off with chaining. So you can chain how much ever you want, but I'm going to do 5. So to chain, you've got to start by yarning over. So how to yarn over is you've got to hold your hook and go to the back of the working yarn to the top and grab it with your hook. This is one yarn over. So to chain, you've got to pull this yarn that you've pulled on your hook into this loop in your hook right there. So you're just going to pull it like that. So there you go, you have made your very first chain. So as you can see, there is one V right there. If you can see properly, there is one V right there. So one V is one chain. So if you've ever lost count of how many chains you've done, just have to count the number of V's you've done. So that is your first chain. Congratulations. Let's go make 4 more. So to make a chain, you've got to yarn over. So to yarn over, you've got to go to the back of the working yarn, to the top, and grab it with your hook like that. Now you're going to pull this yarn you've yarned over with into that loop on your hook. So just pull it through like so. So there is your second chain. So as you can see, that's another V. So now you've got to do it 3 more times. So yarn over. So to yarn over, go to the back of the working yarn, to the top, then pull it through. So you made your third chain. Now yarn over again, go to the back, to the front, pull it through that loop on your hook. You've made 4. Let's make one more last chain. So to do that, you've got to yarn over again. So go to the back of your working yarn, to the top, grab it with your hook, and then you've got to pull this through that loop on your hook. So just pull it like so. So you've made your 5th chain. It's gonna get a little harder. So what you're gonna do is you've got to do 5 triple crochets into the 5th chain from your hook, or the first chain that you've ever done. So to do a triple crochet, it's kind of hard. It's one of the hardest things as a beginner. And to do a triple crochet, you've got to yarn over twice. So to yarn over, you've got to go like that. Go down, up, grab it with your hook, and you've got to do this twice. So how you do it is, after just yarning over once, you just do it again, and then grab that with your hook as well. Now you're going to insert this into the very first stitch you've done, or the 5th stitch from your hook. So just insert it in the middle of the V of the first stitch. So then you'll get something that looks like this, like 3 loops and 1 stitch on the hook. Now what you've got to do is you're going to yarn over again. So to yarn over, go to the back of the working yarn, to the top, grab it with your hook, and pull through only the stitch that is the first loop you see on your hook. So pull it through the stitch only. Now you get 4 loops on your hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4 loops on your hook. So now you're going to yarn over, to yarn over, you're going to yarn, go to the back of the working yarn, to the top, then grab it with your hook. Now you're going to pull through the first 2 loops on your hook, only the first 2 loops. So pull it through the first 2 loops. If you do that, you'll get 3 loops on your hook. So you've got to yarn over again. To yarn over, you've got to go to the back of the working yarn, to the top, grab it with your hook, and you've got to pull it through the first 2 loops. Just like what we did, just pull it through the first 2 loops. So if you've done that, you get 2 more loops on your hook. So now you're going to yarn over again, go to the back of the working yarn, to the top, grab it with your hook, and pull it through both of these 2 loops. So you'll get something that looks like this. So as I have done 5 chains in the beginning, I have to do 5 triple crochets into the first stitch that you've done. Okay, so imagine you have done 3 chains. You've done 3 chains in the beginning. Then you've got to do 3 triple crochets into that stitch. If you've done 7, it goes the same. You just gotta do 7 triple crochets into the first stitch. So it's just like that. It won't differ. The size only changes. There's no extra steps. It's just the size and the number of chains and triple crochets you're going to be doing. So always keep in mind how many times you had chained, because that many times you've got to do triple crochets, and everything is going to be that same number. So since I've done 5, I've got to keep the number 5 in my head. If you've done 7, 8, 9, how much ever you've done, keep that number in your head and put that much number of treble crochets into that very first stitch. So as you can see, this is the first stitch, so you're gonna do 4 more into this. Since we've already completed 1, we're going to be doing 4 more into this. If you did 3 chains, then you've got to do 2 more into this. So it differs all the time, but if you want, you can pause the video if you have got more to do, and I'll explain how to do the treble crochets again. So to do a treble crochet, you've got to yarn over twice. So to yarn over, you've got to go to the back of the working yarn to the top, and then you're going to do that again like that, and then you're going to be inserting this into the very first stitch. So that's the very first stitch. You can see a small hole, just insert it through that. You'll get something that looks like this for 3 loops and 1 stitch. So I've got to yarn over again. So to yarn over, go to the back of the working yarn to the top, and then pull it through the first stitch there. Now you've got 4 loops on your hook. So yarn over again, pull through 2 loops. So you're just in the treble crochet, you're pulling through 2 loops at a time. So just pull through 2 and 1, 2. So now you've got 3 loops on your hook, yarn over again, pull through 2 loops on your hook. There. Now you've got 2 loops on your hook, you've got to yarn over and then pull through all of those 2 loops. There. So that is our second treble crochet. We've got to do 5 of these. So we're going to yarn over. So yarn over twice, yarn over once, yarn over twice, then you insert your hook into the very first stitch right there. Now you've got to yarn over again, pull through that stitch, yarn, and then you'll get 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. You get 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. I've got 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all those 2 loops. So after this, you've done 3 treble crochets. Let's do 2 more. So to do a treble crochet, I've got to yarn over twice. So yarn over twice, insert your hook into this first stitch, the same stitch, yarn over, pull through the loop on your hook, the stitch. You've got 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. You've got 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook, yarn over. You've got 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all those 2 loops. So now you've got to do 1 more. So yarn over twice. So yarn over, insert it to the same first stitch, yarn over again, pull through. Got 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2. I'm going a bit fast because I feel like it's kind of repetitive, this treble crochet thing. So now I've got 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through all those 2 loops. So there you go, you finished your first side of your bow. Well, you've got to complete that side, you've got to chain 5. So to chain, you've got to yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through. That's your first chain, yarn over, pull through, second chain, yarn over, pull through, third chain, 4 and 5. There you go. Now you've got to slip stitch into the very first stitch. So after you've done this 5 chains, you've got to slip stitch into the very first stitch. So do that. And so to slip stitch, you've got to insert your hook into that very first stitch, and then you're going to yarn over and pull it through your hook. You've got 2 loops on your hook, and you don't yarn over, just directly pull that loop you've pulled up through the hook, loop on your hook. So you get something that looks like this, and then you just yarn, and then you just pull it to make it tight. There. So that is one side of your bow completed. So congratulations. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna repeat what we just did to the other side. So what you're gonna do now is, if you've done 5 chains, then you're going to do 5 chains upwards. So when I did 5 chains there, if you have done 7 chains in the beginning, you've got to do 7 chains. Always remember that. Just the same number is what we're gonna do, just the slip stitch is only 1, everything else is the same number of what we've been doing this entire time. So if you've done 5 chains in the beginning, then here in the end you've got to do 5 chains too. So now to start off the second side of the bow, we've got to, of course, chain 5, right? So to chain 5, you've got to yarn over the working yarn. So yarn over the working yarn, go to the back or to the top, pull it through, loop on your hook, go to the back to the top, pull through. You've got 2, yarn over, pull through. You've got 3, yarn over, 4, and 5. You've got 5. So after get 5, you've got to insert it to the first stitch. So that's there, that's the first stitch from the hook, I mean 5th stitch from the hook, and the first stitch I've ever done in this second bow side. So that's that, not the first one from the other side, the second one here, right there, this one, the first one you've done. So now you've got to insert 5 treble crochets into that, or depending on how many stitches you've done. So I'm gonna do 5. So to do a triple crochet, I've got to yarn over twice, insert your hook into that first stitch you've done. You've got, you've got to insert it through the middle, not underneath, the middle. So yarn over twice, insert your hook into the first stitch you've done, yarn over, pull through that stitch, yarn over, pull through that stitch. Oh my god. Okay, so to do, we have got to do 5 treble crochets into the first stitch that is here. That's the first stitch. So to do that, you've got to yarn over twice. So that's the 5th stitch from your hook. So you've got to insert your hook to that first stitch, like so. Now you've got to yarn over, pull through that stitch. You've got 4 stitches on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 stitches. You've got 3 stitches on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2. You've got 2 stitches on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 stitches. So just pull through the last 2 stitches. So after you've done that, you've got to do 4 more of these into the same first stitch. So yarn over twice, insert it through the same stitch, yarn over again, pull through, got 4 stitches on your hook, 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2. You're just pulling through 2 every single time, so yarn over, pull through 2, and then in the end, yarn over and pull through the last 2. Now you're going to be doing this 3 more times, so yarn over twice, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. If I'm going a bit too fast and you can't catch up, you can pause the video or replay what we've been doing this entire time to get a hang with this triple crochet thing. So since we've done 3 now, you're going to do 2 more. Yeah, 2 more. So just gonna complete it. Now we're going to be doing 1 more. There. So I've done 5 treble crochets. So after this we're going to be chaining 5 or chaining how much ever number you've been doing. So to chain, you've got to yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've done 5. Now you've got to slip stitch into that very first stitch. So to slip stitch, just directly insert your hook into that very first stitch that we've been doing the treble crochets into. Yarn over the working yarn, pull it through, yarn over, pull through that stitch. Got 2 loops on your hook, directly pull it through that loop on your hook, and then you've got to tighten it. So there you go, you've made your bow. So after this you've got to fasten off. So to fasten off, you've got to just yarn over, so, and technically make a chain. So 1 second, yeah. And now you've got to yarn over, so make a chain like that, and then you're going to pull up a big loop. Take your scissors and cut it right there. So there you go, you've made your bow. It's really easy. And now what you can do is, if you want, you can make it kind of like a 3D shaped bow. You can make one more of this, and then you can just attach them together using your hook. Just make stitches and you can attach it, but I like it like this. And now what you can do is you can take the tail. I have one long tail, one short tail, so I'm going to be taking the longer tail. And I'm going to just, you see the middle part right there? I'm just going to wrap it around the middle to make that middle part smaller and it look more like a bow. So I'm just going to that. So then you'll get something that looks like this, look more like a bow, and just pull it. Now what you got to do to tighten this part is you've got to take the 2 tails and you're just going to tightly tie a knot. So to tie a knot, I'm going to tie a triple knot. So after you've done that, you will get a small little cute bow. So if you wanted, you could have also added those 2 things that come out of bows to make it more good looking. But if this is your first project, this would be good enough for you. And if you're happy with it, you can like, share and subscribe to my channel. But before I leave, you see there are 2 tails just sticking out of your bow. Does anyone like that? No. If you want, you can like making it as a wall hanging design decoration or something like that. Just tie 2 knots. But I'm happy with how it is, so I'm just going to take my tail and take my scissors and cut off the tail. Take my tail, oh my god. Okay, so take my scissors, cut off the tail, and then you will get your bow. So this one got messed up. I tried to make it, but it got messed up, but this one looks way better than how I did for the first time. So thank you for watching this video. Like, share and subscribe. This is Eva signing off.